No! You will not have her! Elfried stays with me! What? Oh, anyway, who are you? I wasn't... No, I'm not. Of course, Well, look, something terrible happened. And yes, my Elfried. She was No, please, you have to help me. Oh, by the ancient fathers, thank you, and hurry. Walk blessed and stay safe.
Now look at that. A lonesome traveler.
Come here! Ha! Like the bite of a flea.
You fucking scum. You'll pay for that.
It's all right now. Mommy is back. Yes, it's all right. I don't even know how to thank you. 1 second, it's a rare herb, and I hope it's compensation enough for your efforts. What? Oh, yes, sure. Good, thanks. I think I'll stay here for another day or two. The traveler was right. This place really is a gold mine. Oh, hello. What? Oh, yes, sure. Walk blessed. Stay safe.
had some trouble.
Yeah.
Some folks just never learn. That's all you got. You fucking scum. You paid for that.
You there! Yes, you! Do you want to know a secret? Well, how about it? I show you what I mean, and you promise to help me. Dangerous? I'll show you in a moment, but first, awesome! I knew you'd say yes! Come, follow me!
Oh shit. I have to remember that.
yesterday when I was searching for Yes, and all we need to... So what do you think? I've already tried to... Yeah, that man from the big city. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, sure. Yes! Awesome! Let's see what's in there. There are... Oh, come on. There aren't any pennies. Only these weird nails and a piece of paper. Here, take a look for yourself. So, does it say anything? A poem? What if it's a blessing in distress? Maybe the writer is talking about the shrine. The one behind our house. Quickly, you should go take a look over there. I have to go back to the farm to feed the Leos, but tell me at once if you find anything.
Yes? Work, huh? If you know a thing or two about herbs and the healing arts, you should talk to the mayor. His poor Mathilda. I've never met a woman more generous than her. She doesn't deserve that. News? Where have you been these past moons? The whole city's talking about nothing else but the Mad Magister. 30 dead novices. Oh. Work, huh? If you know a thing or two about herbs and the healing arts, you should talk to the mayor. His companion has been sick moons now.
Who are you? Hmm? Hmm? Hmm?
Yes? Well, I might, but don't think I'm telling you anything. I know what you bronze-skinned people are like. Always out for more money. Now do me a favor and shove off. Of course. Especially to people of your kind. Now excuse me, I have to go.
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
Beautiful and proud.
Huh? What do you want?
Wonder city, but hero.
Huh? What do you want?
She was feared and desired. Beggars.
It depends. Some of them are ancient Enderalian traditions. Some have been written by famous bards, and
They were only 200.
Walk blessed. Oh, a bit of this and that. The roast rabbit is really good. Take a look for yourself.
To another land where happiness and peace forever dwell. They left and sailed across the mighty sea. They suffered hunger, fear, and misery. Their stocks were running low, yet they endured their woe.
Oh, a bit of this and that. The roast rabbit is really good. Take a look for yourself. Aye, there is. It may not be the palace of the Golden Queen, but it is comfy, lice-free, and affordable. What do you say?
Stays. the surface, they pray each day, do their work, and honor the righteous path. But if you look away for just 1 second, things go down like in a Koranian brothel.
My words exactly. Sad times we live in. Sad times.
Men,
What
that's
can
just
a
how they
single
are.
woman do?
Born from malice, evil to the bone.
Anyway, I have to... Going. Good to see you. You should come by for a cup of tea someday. My
He
words exactly.
sacrificed his
Sad
life
times we live
for
in.
his
Sad
people
times.
and the
But what can a simple woman
righteous
do?
path.
Nothing. Anyway, I have to get going. Good to see you. You should come by for a cup of tea someday.
Who are you? Yarrow, this is about his death. Of course, who hasn't? Yarrow was... you want to hear an old man's opinion, though? I always expected that... Malthus, forgive me for talking about a keeper like that, but it's the truth. Hard to explain, really. Come on, let's find somewhere to sit.
Yes?
It'll be easier to talk that way. Well, Yarrow. That's quite a subject, you know. You were right when you said we were best friends. Our fathers knew each other. For as long as I can remember, Yarrow and I were getting into trouble together. At least, until his mother died. No. Bandits killed her in broad daylight on Penny Road. Today these incidents are common, but not back then. The road was considered safe. Very safe. She was on her way to Ark, accompanied by 3 other women, and they were set upon at the pass. None of them survived. Yarrow was shattered. I think the worst part was how his father went downhill after the fishery decayed, and the poor guy filled his days with boozing and sleeping. Well, that's a good question. On the one hand, he became a man. On the other hand, something inside him woke up, so to speak. A desire to make more of his life. Old Mother Jenica noticed it and took him under her wing. He learned how to read and write, and soon he knew all the holy verses by heart. When he didn't have to help his drunken father, he helped in the village as much as he could. Indeed, that's one way to look at it. It wasn't long before he was the jewel of the village, the striving young fisherman destined for great things, even though he was only on the path of a manufacturer. And then the inevitable happened. A keeper of the order came to Riverville to see the prodigy with his own eyes. And behold, in addition to Yarrow's ingenuity, he also had a slumbering magical talent. The keeper took him away, and a few months later, he started his novitiate. Since then, I've only seen him once or twice, as he rarely visited Riverville. I don't think he ever noticed how much that hurt me. If one of the manufacturers makes it to Sergeant of the Guard, it's reason enough for a bard song. He must have been the first novice in centuries who was not of the sublime path. So yes, it is uncommon. More than that. Oh, it's hard to explain. I believe how he wanted to make the world a better place, to become the greatest keeper since Loram Water. An anger mixed with deep... I don't think he was aware of it because he drew all his strength from that anger. The strength to do all this, to learn and to work day and night, but it slumbers inside the pathless mage who believes he can master magic without the orders. At first, it grants power, but then, one day, it bursts out in an unholy wave of destruction, turning him... Anyway, now let me go to sleep, my dame. All these memories... Yes, of course.
Someday, I'll go to Ark. Everything's supposed to
I'm
be
gonna
so
be an
huge and
adventurer.
shiny there.
You're not from Riverville, are you? What do you want? Is that so? What does that have to do with yourself? How noble of you. But how do I know you're not a quack? I know nothing about you. Yes, it's probably better that way. You again? Listen, I'm all right then. I suppose it can't get any worse than it already is. Come, let's go upstairs. Take a seat. Well then, let's keep this short. For 3 moons now, Matilda has been hearing voices. Sometimes during the day, sometimes at night. There is no pattern. According to what she told me when she was still lucid, the voices seem to come from the sea. And it's a mixture of pleading, screams, and weeping. Maybe so. Or maybe it is some kind of a ghost, or a magical anomaly. Only Malphus knows. Since the night she first heard the voices, at first she lost her appetite. Then she started vomiting. To make things even worse, she now has a fever that gets more dire by the minute. Father Vildus is clueless. And even the 2 apothecarius, who quickly passed through the village, said they don't know what's wrong with her. She has even stopped recognizing me lately, and talking to her has become... I don't want to lie, stranger. I just don't know what to do anymore. If it keeps going like this, Matilda will not see the turn of the year. No. According to what she said to me when she was still lucid, they are just a babble of voices, and a horrible one at that. Yes, and the times when she hears them are her only waking moments. She then starts screaming. It's horrible to see her like that. My brother Meldor is a traveling arcanist, and has already examined the house for magical anomalies, all to no avail. Whatever causes... No, not in the least. You know, Matilda is such a good person. If it is a ghost that has possessed her, and if it's a disease, that Malthus shall be damned for making her suffer like this. I'm sorry. I should not have said that. You. Maybe it helps if you were there for one of these seizures. I don't feel comfortable about it, but if it could help, just come back in a few hours' time. It hasn't been too long since she had the last one. Give me a moment with her until then, all right? My brother Meldor will let you in once it's time.
Ah, hello. You're the visitor Dugar told me about, right? The Outlander? Well, as ready as we can be. As Dugar probably told you, the seizures happen arbitrarily, but more often... While I do appreciate your endeavours, I'm a little sceptical as to what good it will do. Whatever is wrong with Matilda is not ordinary. But I suppose some chance is better than none, isn't it? You have a visitor, Dugar.
Thank you, Meldor. And thank you for not changing your mind. It could happen any minute now. Just take a seat and wait. And I warn you, this is not going to be pleasant. Oh, Matilda.
No, please. No.
Oh, and here we go.
They are coming. They are coming back. No, 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 please don't. There's no other way. Pentas.
So? You mean you heard the voices? What are you, some kind of medium? Pentas? I don't know, but...
That was the fisherman, don't you remember? The one who collaborated with the brigands and was killed when he tried to resist the arrest.
Ah, yes, of course. And his companion drowned herself afterwards. Poor thing. But I don't understand. What, by the righteous path, does that have to do with Matilda's sickness? Something tells you this, I see. If the circumstances were any different, I would take you for a quack, trying to win my favor. Meldor, where was that fisherman's house again?
I have a map.
Then give it to her.
Of course, brother.
If Pentas really has anything to do with this, you should take a look at his old house. It should be abandoned. And now excuse me, both of you. I need some time for myself.
Here, this is the map. His house isn't far from the village, but you should be careful nonetheless. I don't need to tell you that the animals have grown savage recently. This red madness, or whatever they call it. As I said, he was a traitor. He collaborated with the brigands on the... He played innocent, but eventually the guards found out and tried to arrest. Well, as it happened, he tried to play Lorem Waterblade and attacked them, which didn't go well for him. His wife couldn't cope with that, so she took her life. A tragic story, but it was his choice. This Holy Order, by the gods, you really do have Outlander written all over your face. I have, as all the magically gifted have, passed the walk to the water, but I didn't qualify to become a keeper or a magister. And to be honest, I didn't want to either. A free Arcanist. But with all due respect, I think we should save the talk for later. Matilda's condition gets worse by the minute.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? I bet you've got a lot of stories to tell.
I hope the new
Yes?
turnips come soon. Some shifts never end. $10 for a sack of grain.
Good evening, madame.
These farmers.
Did you look at the shrine yet?